Let me begin with this. Imagine two students sitting in the same classroom here in Rivers State. One student understands a lesson immediately and is ready to move ahead, while the other struggles quietly, afraid to ask questions. At the end of the term, both students are given the same test, taught in the same way, and expected to perform equally. But the truth is this: every learner is different. Now imagine a classroom where each learner receives support based on their ability, pace, interest, and learning style. A classroom where technology helps teachers identify struggling students early and provides the exact help they need. That is the power of personalized learning. Distinguished teachers, education is changing rapidly, and our responsibility as educators is not only to teach, but to ensure that every learner succeeds. Today's presentation will show us how personalized learning is transforming open and distance learning and why it matters for the future of education in Rivers State and beyond. Good day, distinguished teachers, educational leaders, and colleagues across Rivers State. My name is Okonpo Kange Anthony, and I am honored to present on the topic Personalized Learning Theory, a paradigm shift in open and distance learning. As educators, we stand at a critical point in history where teaching is no longer centered only on content delivery, but on ensuring meaningful learning experiences for every student. Today, we will explore how personalized learning can transform our classrooms and improve learner outcomes. In this presentation, we will discuss the meaning of personalized learning, its guiding principles, the evolution of open and distance learning, key educational theories, technological tools, benefits, challenges, and implications for curriculum studies and educational technology. As we move through each section, I encourage you to reflect on your own teaching practices and imagine how these ideas can improve learning in your schools. By the end of the presentation, we should be able to define personalized learning within open and distance learning, identify its major principles, understand the role of technology, and evaluate both its benefits and challenges. Most importantly, we should live inspired to create learning environments where every student feels seen, supported, and empowered to succeed. Personalized learning is an educational approach that tailors teaching to the needs, interests, strengths, and abilities of individual learners. Unlike the traditional one-size-fits-all approach, personalized learning recognizes that students learn differently and at different speeds. Some learners need more time, others need more challenges. Some learn best through visuals, while others learn through practice and discussion. When learners are placed at the center of instruction, learning becomes more meaningful, engaging, and effective. The first principle is the learner profile, which helps teachers understand each student's strengths, weaknesses, goals, and motivations. The second principle is personalized learning paths, where instruction is adjusted to fit the learner's progress and interests. Third is competency-based progression. Learners move forward only after demonstrating mastery of concepts. Finally, flexible learning environments allow teaching to happen through different methods, locations, and technologies. These principles remind us that effective education is not about teaching everyone the same way, but helping every learner succeed in their own way. Open and distance learning has evolved significantly over time. The first generation relied on printed correspondence materials delivered through postal services. The second generation introduced radio, television, and audio recordings. The third generation brought telelearning through video conferencing and early internet communication. Today, the fourth generation focuses on flexible and technology-driven learning, supported by learning management system and real-time personalization. This evolution proves that education continues to adapt to the changing needs of the society. Several educational theorists laid the foundation for personalized learning. First, Benjamin Bloom introduced mastery learning, emphasizing that almost every learner can succeed when given enough time and proper support. Howard Gardner explained that learners possess different intelligences and strengths. Michael Moore highlighted the communication gap that exists in distance learning and the importance of meaningful interaction. Lee Vygotsky stressed the importance of guidance and support while the learner's zone guidance and support within the learner's zone of development. These theories continue to shape modern educational practice around the world. Technology is the engine that powers personalized learning today. Learning management systems like Moodle and Canva help teachers organize content and track learners' progress. Artificial intelligence analyzes learner performance and recommends suitable learning activities. Learning analytics help teachers identify students who may need support. Open educational resources allow learning materials to be adapted for different learners and contexts. As teachers in the digital age, technology is no longer optional, it is essential. Personalized learning improves learner engagement because students becomes more interested when lessons connect with their needs and abilities. It improves academic achievement through targeted support and mastery learning. It also provides flexibility, allowing learners to progress at their own pace. Most importantly, it develops independence, responsibility, and self-confidence in learners. When students take ownership of learning, education becomes transformational rather than routine. Personalized learning requires us to rethink curriculum design and teaching methods. Curricula should become more flexible and learner-centered instead of rigid and uniform. Teachers are no longer just information providers, they become facilitators, mentors, and learning designers. Assessment should focus more on mastery, growth, and continuous feedback rather than memorization alone. This shift challenges us to embrace creativity, innovation, and lifelong professional development. Personalized learning promotes equity and inclusion because every learner receives the support they need to succeed. It improves efficiency by helping learners focus on areas where improvement is needed most. Most importantly, it encourages lifelong learning skills such as critical thinking, self-regulation, adaptability, and resilience. These are the skills needed for success in the 21st century. Despite its benefits, personalized learning also comes with challenges. The digital divide continues to affect learners who lack access to reliable internet and digital devices. Data privacy and security remain important concerns. Implementation costs and increased teacher workload can also become major obstacles. However, with proper planning, training, government support, and commitment from educators, these challenges can be addressed successfully. In conclusion, personalized learning represents a powerful shift from traditional teaching to learner-centered education. Technology makes this transformation possible by helping teachers provide adaptive and meaningful learning experiences. The ultimate goal is not simply access to education, but helping every learner achieve mastery and lifelong success. As Benjamin Bloom wisely stated, almost all learners can succeed when given the right conditions for learning. Distinguished teachers, the future of education is not standardized. It is personalized, adaptive, and learner-driven. Let us move beyond simply discussing innovation and begin applying it in our classrooms. Start with one lesson. Use technology intentionally. Study your learners closely. Encourage collaboration and creativity. Every child deserves an opportunity to succeed, and as educators, we have the power to make that happen. Thank you, distinguished teachers and colleagues, for your time, attention, and dedication to education. I hope this presentation has inspired us to embrace personalized learning as a tool for transforming teaching and learning in universities and beyond. Together, we can build classrooms where every learner is valued, empowered, and successful. Our next topic will be on connectivism. Thank you very much. I am Okonpe Kankantoni. God bless us all.